Hello everybody and welcome back to the Straight Outta Cloyne YouTube channel and welcome back to the Dream Team Career Mode. We have created a hybrid team from the 3 series we did this year with Celtic, Manchester United and Club de Foot Montreal, and we have put them into the Oxford United team who we did a career mode with the year before, and we are trying to win a quadruple. We've got 3 seasons to do it and hopefully we can lay the foundations here in season 1 to go on and achieve that by season 3. So, there's something I just wanted to address here because I know a lot of you, or at least some of you, were expecting me to be streaming this past Saturday. I apologise lads, there was just a couple of things that came up and by the time I got back home, the only thing I was fit for was my labba. And if you don't know what that means, it's Irish for bed. So I probably should have just said it in English because my audience is getting more global, which is great to see. But I was absolutely knackered by the time I came back. And I was just thinking about this series in general, and, you know, I said from the beginning that I wanted this series to take us up to the release of FC26, and I think doing 1 live episode a week probably isn't enough for us to finish this series by the time FC26 comes out, because lads, it's only around the corner. It's crazy to think how close we are to FC26 coming out. I'm so excited for it. In just a couple of weeks, I will be revealing the 3 teams we'll be doing career modes with, and yeah, very, very excited for that. But I didn't want to neglect this series before we get to FC26, so what I have decided to do is I am mostly going to pre-record this episode, and then if we get to some big cup finals and stuff, I might do those ones live. I think that helps the series grow, and it helps, you know, the timeline of the series as well, and it doesn't mean that, you know, if something comes up that it's going to stall the series any longer. So this is just a reminder of the team that we have. Very, very excited to use it once again. Decent bench here too. We do actually have a couple of players who we used in the Oxford series as well in FC24. Brannigan, Moore, and of course, probably most famously, Tyler Goodrum. But the rest of the team is full of players we used for Celtic, Manchester United, and Montreal. So today's episode is going to be quite a big one, actually. If we go into the calendar here, where is it? There it is. We kick things off with a trip to the Emirates against Arsenal, which promises to be a very tough game. Thankfully, they don't have Victor Gyökeres in this save, so at least we won't have to come up against him. Of course, Victor Gyökeres is a player that we used in the Celtic series, so he could be somebody we sign down the line. I'll probably show you the highlights of this game here against Leeds, which will be at home at the JJ Arena, and then we'll wrap things up with this away game against Manchester City at the Etihad. So some tough games to get into, but I'm confident we can at least put up a decent fight. But without further ado, let's get into it. The first game here, away from home in North London against Arsenal. Feels good to be recording again, lads. Feels like a minute since I've done one of these pre-recorded episodes, but I'm really glad to get back into it, especially with the new game around the corner. And this series is something I had planned for quite some time, something I was thinking about quite a lot, especially coming towards the end of the Montreal series. So, as I said, I didn't want to neglect this one. We already stopped the player career mode. I know I addressed that recently. Player career is just nowhere near as good as manager career, and manager career definitely has its issues. But yeah, I'm very interested to see though FC26 manager career mode. It looks like they've added in a couple of new features. Will it be enough to keep everybody happy? Probably not, but it should be interesting to see how it goes. But Arsenal looking like they've gone with a bit of an interesting team here. Gabriel there leading the line, trying to see if there's any new faces they've added to the squad that I don't recognise. Looks like they're using a different goalkeeper. Just waiting for this team lineup to come up here. Who is in between the sticks for Arsenal here? God, this takes ages to load. Oh, it's Neto. So they're using their backup goalkeeper for this game. Doesn't look like they're taking us very seriously, but other than that, it looks like your standard Arsenal team. Yeah, Raya's on the bench. Interesting. We have gone with basically our full strength team. I have given Esteban Lapal the start here over Adamida. I have to say, that Oxford goalkeeper jersey is absolutely beautiful. That purple kit is absolutely lovely. The home kit's nice as well, don't get me wrong. But that goalkeeper kit, honestly, I'm going to have to try and see if I can get that. That's really, really nice. But anyways, Cole Palmer, the former Chelsea man, he looks ready. And we're ready as well. Great to have things back up and running here. I might be a little bit rusty. It's been a couple of weeks now since I've used this team. So it will take me a little bit of time, I suppose, just to get used to it again. But listen, we've built a very good team here, based off players we've used over the past 12 months. And lads, thank you all so much for being along that journey over the past 12 months or so. I'm really excited what the next 12 months might bring with our 3 new series. 3 very different series as well. So it won't be a rinse and repeat, shall we say. So stay tuned. 15th of August, I will be announcing those 3 teams. But that's then. This is now. Oxford here up against Arsenal. The Oxford Dream Team. Palmer. Oh, I thought he'd held onto it for a bit too long there. Go on, make the run. Ah, Johnston. Should have made that overlapping run there. Of course, Arsenal did recently secure Victor Gyökeres. Big signing for them. I won't give away my full prediction for what I think is going to happen in the Premier League, because I actually am going to do a video the weekend of the Community Shield. The Friday before the Community Shield, I should say. Giving my season predictions. So stay tuned for that. And also, I will be announcing something pretty cool in that video as well, that everybody can take part in, and should be interesting to see how it goes. So mark your calendars for that. I believe that's actually the week before I'm announcing my career mode teams, so lots of exciting things coming up in the very near future. Hernandez, oh, good turn. GSP, oh, good block from the defender. Here's Kai Havertz now. But yeah, sorry, I never actually finished that sentence. I don't want to give away too much from my season predictions. Gyökeres is a fantastic signing for Arsenal, of course he is, and I think he will give them something, oh god, that they were missing. Let me actually hold that thought yet again here for a sec. Saka, oh, it's Martin Odegaard, what a save by Sami Zayn. World class in those one-on-one situations. And he's made a very crucial save there. Brilliant from the Canadian. A hell of a save, if you know, you know. But as much as I think Gyökeres is going to give Arsenal, you know, that cutting edge they didn't have last season or the season before, I'm still not entirely sure it's enough for them to win the league. But again, I'll get into that more in my predictions video. And please as well, lads, let me know what your predictions are for the upcoming season. I'll be very intrigued to know. I won't necessarily be doing a prediction of the full Premier League table. I might do, like, you know, top 4 and relegation and stuff. In terms of the league table, but I won't do like every single position. It's more predicting who I think is going to win each trophy. Basically all my picks are concrete at the moment. There's 1 or 2 that are still, you know, still quite fluid, I suppose, in my choice, but I will have them locked in by the time we do those predictions. Here's Esteban Lepal though, good turn into Kokchu, over to Dazen Maeda. Go on. Palmer. Lepal. Lepal right at the keeper. Palmer. Oh, what a save. Maeda. Oh, my God. Neto with some absolutely world-class goalkeeping there. Credit where it's due. We were doubting their decision to not play David Raya in this game, but so far it hasn't been an issue for them. Hjulman. Johnston. GSP. Lepal. Oh, good clearance by Timber. Of course, we used his brother in the Celtic career mode. We actually signed him twice in that series. Oh, good ball over here to Hernandez, who has unfortunately joined the Saudi League. And the only reason I say unfortunately is because I feel like he's still at a stage of his career where he could offer something to a big European team as the halftime whistle blows. So it's kind of sad to see that he's joined that league when, as I say, kind of like Ruben Neves, I just think that there's a lot more to offer in Europe. But hey, it's his career. What can I say? But 0-0 here. Not the most exciting half. Let's just get right into the second half here. Sami Zayn and Neto both made some decent saves. But let's see here if we can break the deadlock in the second half. There's Marino. Oh, good ball over the top for Saka. Oh, Sami Zayn did really well to come out there in that lovely purple goalkeeper jersey. Honestly, I really need to track down that jersey. I really, really do. Oh, that's a great ball, though, here for Esteban Lepal. Palmer. Oh, my God, that was a poor decision. Really poor decision-making. That's on me. I can't blame Cole Palmer for that. Havertz now. Oh, great ball over the top to Saka. Good interception by Martinez. Here's Kokchu. And now Maeda. Into Theo Hernandez. The left back here on the run. Laporte! Oh my god. No power at all behind that shot. I do have to remind myself, he's not at the rating he was in the last couple of seasons of the Montreal series. So it's going to take him a while to get back to that. But still, I feel like he should have put a bit more power behind that strike. Here's Havertz now. Odegaard. Martinelli. Oh, this could be it. Oh, it is. Just under half an hour to go. And Gabriel Martinelli has put Arsenal in front here. It's been a very cagey game. It's been very intense. But Lego Man there celebrates on the touchline as we fall 1 goal behind. Gave them far too much space there. And it's a decent finish. Would have required a really good save by Sami Zayn, which of course he is capable of. But unfortunately he wasn't able to do it in this occasion. I will make a change here. I'll bring on Adamita for Esteban Laporte. Is there anybody else I feel like bringing on? Kind of want to bring on Kone. Feel like we could do with some fresh legs in the midfield. Let's do it. Why not? We're already behind, so may as well make the changes now and see if it makes a difference. But this season, look, it's all about, for me, just qualifying for the Champions League. But it would be nice to win the league as well. But as I said when we started this series, it's a bit of a mixed team. There's some very good players there. We have a world-class player like Cole Palmer. But in other areas, I purposely, I don't want to say I left them weak, but I left them with room to grow is what I'll say. I didn't want to just, have a world-class team right from the get-go. Where's the fun in that? Well, here's Adamita, who we know can go on to be world-class. Oh, decent strike on his weaker side, but it just beat the post. They're taking off their goal scorer. Making a couple of changes there. Trossard and Ben White come on, I should say. Martinelli, and I think it was Calafiori who came off as well. Yeah, it was. Here they come again now with Kai Havertz. Despite his real-life inconsistency, shall we say, quite a decent player in the game. And he is a decent player in real life, just not the clinical striker, I think, that a title-winning team needs. Oh, Maeda. Tried to play in Ida, probably released it a bit too soon. Yeah, definitely a little bit rusty in this game. But we've held our own. We've given Arsenal a good game. But I do think they are just that little bit stronger than us. Oh, in this game, Sami Zayn, I was trying to bring him out. He wouldn't do so. It's 2-0 here. Well, normally that happens when I'm ridiculing a player and criticising them. I was actually praising Kai Havertz. And he's lived up to the praise. I don't know what was going on with the defence there. I don't even know which player I was controlling, to be honest with you. Nothing the keeper was going to be able to do about that. 2-0 here to Arsenal. And it looks like a defeat here in North London. Only our second defeat, I think it is, of the season. There's still time, though, for us to make this a bit of a grandstand finish. Ida! Oh, my God. We took Esteban Laporte off for that. I won't be taking Ida off of that, but the striking position is something we will need to address. Right, Hernandez is getting a bit knackered. We'll bring on Christensen. Do you know what? I'm going to bring on Tyler Goodrum. Why not? And we'll save the last change if we need it. 10 minutes left here. Bringing on some fresh legs. But you know what? I'm not overly disappointed with this performance. I think we've held our own, as I say. We're still a developing team. Second in the table, though, to be fair, coming into this game, just behind Man City. But with other results, we probably might have dropped down the table ever so slightly. Don't let them score a third. Come on, this is not a 3-0 game. Off! Flip off! I'm trying not to swear in these episodes as much anymore. Oh, Havertz. 3-0 here with 6 minutes to go. 3-0 does not give a fair reflection of how this game has gone. It really doesn't. Again, though, look at the space he's been given. Keeper did come out this time, but to no avail. And now it looks like this has been a very one-sided game, when it really hasn't. Have Arsenal been slightly the better team? I would say so, but not to the point. Oh my God, okay, the passing has been terrible. I don't think this game... I don't think we deserve to be 3-0 down. But then again, in football, sometimes you only get what you deserve. Come on, can we at least pull back a consolation goal? Here's Tyler Goodrum. Oh, it's a good tackle. I thought we might have gotten the free kick there. But it wasn't to be. Saka now. Let's just stop them from getting this 4th goal. And that'll be that, I'd say. Yes, it is. Defeat here in North London. 3-0 to the Gunners. I actually thought we played somewhat decently, but I think they just had a bit too much quality on the pitch in comparison to what we have. And unfortunately, it's a defeat here in the first game of this episode. Thankfully, though, we were back to winning ways here in the next game. The only home game of the episode against Leeds United. Our midfielder, Kokchu, getting the goal, the opening goal, I should say, of this game. After a very intense game yet again, Leeds were actually tougher than I thought, but thankfully, we were the ones to break the deadlock. Really, really good finish there, with about 10 minutes to go before half-time. It's doing this really annoying thing now where it's not showing me the second goal, so I actually have to back out of it and go back into it. This is something I really hope they fix in the next game. But it was the Canadian, Alistair Johnston, who did double things up here with his first goal of the season. Really, really good run from the right back and a beautiful finish to go with it as well. So it was 2-0 going into the halftime break. Didn't take us long then to make it 3-0. Adamida getting his first goal of the season in the Premier League, which kind of took me by surprise. I know it's been a couple of weeks, but I kind of just assumed Adamida had scored this season. But apparently he hadn't, at least not in the Premier League. But at least now he has. Beautiful finish there from the Douglas native. And then we did bring on Esteban Lepal basically immediately after that goal. And he got in on the act as well. Made it 4-0 here against Leeds. Really, really good result. Very good finish there as well by Lepal. And now we can move on to a top of the table clash up against Manchester City. Correction, it's technically not a top of the table clash, it's actually second versus third, but still, a win here for either team could send them top of the league depending on Arsenal's result, because they are currently the team on top. I believe we're both 3 points behind, even though now I'm doubting myself and we actually might be 4 points behind, but regardless, one of the teams could go top today, and if we win, then we can get closer to the top, is the way I'll put it. Anyways, Manchester City are the opponent here at the Etihad. This is never an easy game. There's Ederson there, who we did use, of course, in the final season of the Celtic career mode. He was pivotal in our Champions League success that season, but hopefully we can put a few past him today. And who knows, maybe we bring him into the squad at some stage down the line. But I have gone with Esteban Lepal up front here in this game, just because he had a bit more sharpness than Adamida had. I do need to adjust the training plans ever so slightly, but it's good to know that we have a decent option off the bench if we need him. Here's Maeda now. Can we get off to a good start here? Here's Kokchu over to Hernandez, but Nunez gets the interception there. Erling Haaland, who is an absolute cheat code in this game. I bloody hate coming up against him, so hopefully we can keep him quiet today. He is an absolute nightmare when he's on form. Him and Mbappe are just the two kind of lethal weapons of this game. They really are. Never a nice experience to come up against them. Oh, but it's 1-0 here, and Kokchu for the second game running has given us the lead. Well, we couldn't break the deadlock at all against Arsenal. We couldn't put the ball in the back of the net to save our lives in that game. It's taken us less than 10 minutes here against Manchester City. And Oxford United, dream team Oxford United, are 1-0 up here. And I know some people as well, I do need to address this, some people are going to look at this and say, I've gone back on my word of doing the same team in back-to-back years. As you know, lads, I'm not a big fan of doing that. I don't ever really want to do it, and people will say I'm technically doing it here. We are using Oxford as the club in this career mode, but that's just more of an homage to FC24. Obviously, we're not using the actual Oxford United squad. I was tempted to do a create a club team. I really was. But then I would have had to have given myself a huge transfer budget to bring in all the players, even as free agents, just for the wages. And I just thought that wasn't as authentic. So that's why we're using the Oxford team. This isn't necessarily an Oxford United career mode. as you know, lads, it's the Dream Team career mode, the hybrid career mode. So yeah, just wanted to address that. I know I've addressed that before, but I just really, really wanted to say that again. And if we do this series next year, we might use a team like Celtic as the hybrid team of FC26. So yeah, that won't count as a Celtic series, but you get what I mean. You get what I mean. I'm over-explaining it, but still, I just feel like it needed to be clarified. But anyways, 1-0 up here, and we're on the attack again. It's Kokchu again. Good save by Ederson. As I said, the man who was so crucial in us winning the Champions League with Celtic. Easy for me to say. And here is Erling Haaland. Oh no, it's Kevin De Bruyne, who shouldn't even still be here. You should be in Italy, lad. Oh, good tackle by Johnston. Gets the ball off Haaland. He also scored last week. He's going on a good run here. Oh, good tackle there, I think, from John Stones. And now Jack Grealish, looking to get past Phil Brooks here. Vardiol, back to Grealish. Just try and keep it away from Haaland. That's all I ask. On just as I say that, he gets the ball into his feet. Now Rodri, Ballon d'Or winner. Gonzalez. God, it's so hard to get the ball off Man City, especially when they start passing it around so fluidly. Well, Haaland doesn't get the goal, but he gets the assist for Gonzalez. Oh, and it's 1-1 here. That's so irritating. They had the ball for so long, and I just couldn't get it off of them. Lovely back heel there from the big Norwegian. And Gonzalez is the one who gets the equaliser. 1-1 here at the Etihad. Oh, that's super frustrating. Super frustrating. But look, if you told me before the game that this is the position we'd be in, I probably would have taken it, considering how the Arsenal game went. The Leeds game, listen, I think we came into that game as favourites, with all due respect to that Leeds team. I think that was a game that we were expected to win, whereas this is not as... We're not as favoured in this game as we would have been in that one. But here's Hulman now. God, he's being tracked back here. We've dealt with it well, though. Martinez now. Over to Hernandez. Now Maeda. GSP, who's been a bit quiet in this episode so far. But I tell you what, just as I say that, he provides a beautiful assist for his former Montreal teammate, Esteban Laporte. And we take the lead yet again. I was in two minds about who I started for this game up front, but Laporte just had that bit more sharpness in him than Ida did, and it's proving to be the right decision at the moment. Great ball by GSP, and a beautiful finish there by Esteban Laporte on his weak foot, and we are 2-1 up here at the Etihad. 3 points here would be absolutely massive. As I said, top 4 is the goal, but I would be delighted if we could win the league. I really, really would. But as long as we're in the Champions League next season, that is the most important thing. And winning games like this will go a long way into getting that qualification. Good interception there again by Johnston. Oh, bit of a risky ball back. But Sami Zayn will deal with that well. And here's Laporte. Can we get a third goal going into half-time? Oh, great run. Ah, but Diaz with the great interception. And it looks like that will be half-time. 2-1 up here. Playing some good football as well. City did get a decent equaliser. But overall, I think the scoreline is a fair reflection of how the game has gone so far. Esteban Laporte, 1 attempt, 1 goal. And that goal is the difference between the two teams going into the half-time break. Changes at half-time. It's as you were for us. It doesn't look like City have made any changes as well. And hopefully they won't make a change to the scoreline either. Oh, they're passing it around very quickly here. Oh, Haaland, he's done Martinez there. Oh, what a save by Sami Zayn. Oh, brilliant save from the Canadian. And we're on the counter-attack now. Maeda. Esteban Laporte. Back up Maeda. Oh, just behind him. But Hulman will get there. Alistair Johnston. Good block. It's going to go out for a throw-in. Oh, I thought he kept it in there for a second. And you see, I don't get this, right? Barely a few minutes into the second half and they make a change. Why didn't they just make this change at halftime? I have heard from EA that they're going to make... the AI are going to make smarter substitutions, and they're just going to be a lot more, you know, tactically intelligent in FC26. But honestly, like, stuff like that, it shouldn't have taken this long to fix. It just makes no sense. Why are you bringing on somebody in the 51st minute when you could have just made the change at half-time? But listen, whatever. We won't worry about it. GSP with the shot there, right into the arms of Ederson. Here's Kevin De Bruyne now. Over to Haaland. Phil Foden. Back over to Haaland. Oh, crap. Oh, well, Phil Brooks was no stranger to a red card in the Celtic series. He's been sent off once already in this series. Oh, but thankfully, the card matches the colour of his shirt. It's only a yellow. God, I'd love... not that I want to wish injury on anybody, but I would love if that was enough to take Erling Haaland off. I really would. I thought for a second they were going to take him off. They're not, though. Nunez comes off. I hate that camera. Who are they bringing on? Marmouche has come on. The man who missed a penalty in the FA Cup final. Crystal Palace, who are robbed of that Europa League place. Honestly. Oh, crap. Oh, what a save again by Sami Zayn. Absolutely world-class goalkeeping. Oh, get rid of it. De Bruyne. Another save there by Sami Zayn. Oh, the stress levels. And they make another change. Like, they could have made all these changes in one go. Bloody hell, Pep. I know he's a bit of an overthinker, but still. The goal scorer for them comes off. Kovacic comes on. Good interception there. But they get it back straight away. Here's Diaz. Marmouche. Vardiol thankfully puts it wide. You can just feel an equaliser coming though, can't you? I'm not going to make any changes just yet though. I was nearly forced into making one. I think if Brooks had been sent off, we would have had to have made a defensive change. Laporte now. Oh, go on. Cole Palmer's in. Cole Palmer with a... Just when I had the perfect piece of commentary lined up. I'm not going to finish the sentence. It only would have worked if he'd scored. Really good save though. Couldn't get the goal here against his former club. Haaland, another save by Sami Zayn. Hernandez, looking for Maeda. Oh, Man City get the throw in. Right, I think I will make some changes now. I'll go with Christensen. He's a bit more defensive than Hernandez is. Kone I'm going to bring on, just to have some fresh legs in the midfield. Yeah, that's all I'll do for now. 17 minutes left. Can we hold on to this lead? Oh, they're going to take a long throw in here. Good interception though by Christensen. Oh, but Kone loses it straight away. One substitute does brilliantly, the other one not so much, but thankfully it doesn't cost us anything in the end. Here's Maeda. Oh, looking for Ida. Not Ida, Laporte I should say. But it was intercepted by the Man City defender. Haaland. That's been coming. It's been coming. Oh, I hate this man so much. I hate this team so much. Honestly, it's 2-2 here. 13 minutes to go. Erling Haaland. It was only a matter of time. It's a good strike. It really is. You can't keep him quiet for too long. Oh, God. Sorry, I just had to down some vodka there. The stress was just getting to me. I'm obviously joking. But anyways, 2-2 here at the Etihad. 11 minutes left. And you have to say the momentum definitely was swinging in their favour there. There's Palmer, who had a great chance to put us 3-1 up. But Ederson did make the save. Good ball in. Oh, but cleared away. Oh, Kone, what are you doing, lad? Oh, my God. He just stood there like a bloody statue. Honestly, I'm thinking of taking him off. I brought him on, but I could easily just bloody take him off. He's been absolutely useless. Johnston with a bit of a heavy back pass there to Sami Zayn. Great ball over to GSP from the keeper. Laporte runs right into the defender. Hulman. Palmer. Laporte, please. Oh, I thought it was in. Oh, I thought he'd actually put it in. I need to see that again. They're not even going to show it again, the bastards. Right, there's only a couple of minutes left. You know what? Ida, let's bring you on. Do you know what? I'm going to do it. Kone's been shit since coming on. We'll bring on LaMarshall. And he's played well, Johnston, but let's just try and get a bit more pace down the flank. We'll bring on Mazraoui, who I probably should be giving more game time to be fair. But Manu Kone, who was one of my favourite players in the Montreal series, really stunk it up there after coming off the bench. Let's just try and not lose this. Look, a draw wouldn't be the worst result. But still, I really do feel like this is a game we could have won. Here's Mazraoui, the real-life Manchester United player, into Cole Palmer, formerly of Man City. Ida, Adam Ida, get in there! Adam Ida with the last-minute winner here at the Etihad. His first touch, basically. And it's surely the goal that seals all 3 points here. The substitutes, the manager, they're all celebrating there down by the touchline. The fans looking quite, modestly celebrating after what is such a big moment. But a really, really good finish there. Impact right off the bench. And it's a massive 3 points for us here at the Etihad. Get in there. Oh my god, I really do feel like we deserve to win this game. City, to be fair, when they were 2-1 down, did get a wave of momentum that led to them getting the equaliser. But I think if you look at the game as a whole, I do think we deserve to get the victory here. Vardio looks like he's picked up a yellow card as well, just to rub salt in the wound. But surely that'll be that. Haaland kicks off the game again, and the referee ends it instantly. 3-2 here. A very, very good performance against a very tough team. We jump above Man City now in the table, and we're either just behind league leaders Arsenal, or we might be level on points with them. I instantly forgot how many points we were behind them coming into this game, but regardless, we've gotten the 3 points. That's the most important thing. Adam Ida with the last-minute winner, rolling back the years just like he did at Celtic in FC 25. You love to see it. And that victory actually does have us on top of the league. I knew that we were just behind Arsenal points-wise. But for some reason I doubted myself when I went into the game and thought maybe we were 4 points behind. But we have jumped ahead of them in the table. We have a slightly better goal difference than them. 24 goals scored, 14 conceded. It's just typical career mode, really. Scoring goals is not a problem, but conceding them, yeah, that is a problem. But a 10 goal difference ain't too shabby, and it's enough to keep us on top of the table at the moment. Arsenal and Villa just below us on the same amount of points with an 8 goal difference and a 5 goal difference respectively. Liverpool and Man City a point behind us each, and even when you look outside the top 5, West Ham, Chelsea, Brighton not overly far behind us either. Let's actually scroll down a little bit. Yeah, it's a very close Premier League table so far. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. Why I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say about the team in 18th place. Let's just pretend we didn't see that. Right. The main thing is we're top of the league and we're in a very good position at the moment. But lads, that will do it for this episode of the Dream Team Career Mode. It will be the usual upload schedule, just like it was for the other series. It'll be Monday, Wednesday and Friday. So this coming Wednesday at 7 PM UK and Irish time, there will be another episode. If you did enjoy this episode though, lads, please do hit that like button. Please consider as well subscribing to the channel. But just quickly before I wrap this up, I just wanted to say thank you all so much for helping me hit 600 subscribers. This time last year, lads, the channel had less than 200. I never thought in a million years we would have hit 600 at this stage. I've been saying it for quite some time now that I wanted to hit that milestone before FC 26 came out, and you've all been a big help in helping me achieve that goal, so thank you all so much. I'll be back here again, as I say, on Wednesday at the same time. Have a good one, and take care.